Never again. I'll tell you what.
What?
No, you're looking beautiful today. We're talking makeup here before the camera comes on, and I was trying to. This is under here.
Just stop. That's day 2 of you talking about.
Coming to you live from Southeast
Geneva Lake of Lake Geneva.
Geneva Lake of Lake Geneva. It's on the south shore, north shore of Lake Como.
Woohoo!
In Geneva National, home of 3 beautiful golf courses designed by Arnold Palmer, Gary Player, and Lee Trevino. And in our studio, Link's Libation Studio, we have Kira Untapped.
And Randy Weckerly to my right.
Yep, and we got an interview coming up here just shortly with Kurt Foreman, and he's in charge of Great Lakes Brew Fest. There's Kurt. And we're going to bring you on.
It's your phone.
I don't know why you keep complaining about my phone. Why is it? There we go. I wonder what that.
I don't know.
Anyway, Kurt, just be patient. I do need a new phone. You know, why don't we go do that today? But anyway, Kurt Foreman is all about the Great Lakes Brew Fest. It's going to be coming to Wisconsin on September 15th, and they're going to have over 450 craft beers, ciders, hard sodas from over 100 brewers on the beautiful shore of try to hit that again. What is going on with this phone?
It's a sign, Randy.
All right.
Oh,
let's try
it one more time. Sorry about that,
one more time, Kurt.
We got
Hey,
hi, Kurt.
Boy, we technically challenged this morning.
You are just falling into what we have to experience every day. So it's a great concept.
I pity you.
No. I get to work with the vivacious, lovely, and eco-maniac. No. She's wonderful. Anyway, here we have Kurt Foreman, and he has got one of the most exciting jobs in the world. It can't be all bad when you're going and lining up Brewfest, Kurt.
No, it's a pretty nice gig, I have to admit.
Yeah,
I always tell everybody there's a big difference between planning and hosting a party and going to one.
Yeah, exactly.
I have a question. Do you get to taste all of the beer before it gets there?
And I don't get to taste it during either.
Darn it!
Dang it!
No.
Well, this is pretty. This is pretty exciting. Now, where are you located?
I'm in southeastern Wisconsin in Caledonia, Racine area.
Oh, okay.
Just a hop, skip, and a jump from us.
Yes.
Well,
I was over in your neck of the woods last Friday.
And what did you find out fun here? Were you just participating in Lake Geneva or in events? Or?
Yeah, just walking around, trying not to get in too much trouble. But
yeah, that's all right. You know, we do the same. Sure.
Checking out all the Illinois license plates.
Isn't that something? Yeah, I raised all my kids in Illinois, but every weekend I was in Lake Eganza with my grandfather, so hence why I now live in Wisconsin. So
sure.
It's all good. But yeah, we just found out this morning, a little props here. Travel Channel just voted Lake Geneva one of the top destinations on Labor Days now. So it's awesome. A nice little feature. Yeah, I reposted that on my Facebook page. But anyway, it's all about you today and about this festival coming up on the 15th. Are there any tickets left?
Yes, we'll have about 4,500 people attend this event. It's our 15th year.
Wow. So doing the math, when you have 4,500 people and you have 450 craft beers.
Sorry about that. A little bit different than in prior years. The market we find has shifted that people, because of technology, are waiting to the last minute to buy tickets. So inevitably, when things run out the day before or that morning, we end up with people who wish they would have bought tickets. But I think technology has created a whole culture of procrastination.
Is that right? Well,
yeah, we see it across all of our events.
So you have quite a few tickets left?
Yeah, I mean, we'll eventually sell out. We've had 13 straight sellouts.
Oh, that's just terrific. So when this opens up, I just want to get back to the time. So it goes from 3 to 6:30. So it is sort of a limited time.
Correct. It's 3 to 6:30. That's general admission. If you have a Gold Pass ticket or a VIP ticket, you get an extra hour of sampling. The difference between those two is the VIP has a number of swag offerings. The one that's still available is, because we have a larger quantity, is they get a commemorative bottle of Black Kilt bourbon barrel aged imperial stout, which is brewed for Brewfest Partners this year for our 15th anniversary by Three Sheeps Brewing Company.
Oh, that's great. I was looking at the music. I found that pretty interesting. And of course, Miss Kira has been on the road. She's a photographer for the past 10 years of major music venues, bands, and artists. And so I was telling her, I said, look at this. They got Bruno Mars coming and Ed Sheeran and Maroon 5 and Prince. Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah,
I had
to read the fine print.
Yeah. So, and that's pretty cool. Now, is this... So tell me about that. I mean, I'm just sort of curious about that.
So we have two modes or two entertainment groups. We have an element of the Kilties Drum and Bugle Corps, which is who the event benefits, and that's called the Mad Plaid Brass Ensemble. And it's really kind of a pub pep band group of, I think they'll have 16 guys with horns, with bugles. And then we have Duo Sonic this year, which is, as you might guess, a duo that does a lot of different dance numbers, like what you were reading off a few moments ago. Music is an important element of this event, but it's not the rock star. The rock star is the beer and the brewers, and this is just really to add more ambiance to the event. Yeah,
well, it certainly does. I'm going right to the food menu. And so how does this work? I mean, I like number 6, Miss Kira always loves the 3 basics of that: chocolate, freaking bacon.
Right.
Anything with bacon is right up our alley. So
yeah, you got to get that one early, but it's right next to our. Yeah, they are kind of slammed for the first couple of hours, and by the end of the event, there ain't no stinking bacon left.
Oh no!
Is that chocolate covered bacon? I mean, is that what it?
Yeah, and all different types of chocolate. Some are, sweet. Some are, I think, white chocolate. Then they'll do stuff with pepper in it, and it's pretty awesome. I get to imbibe.
And between, so you got Wisconsin fried cheese curds, chocolate freaking bacon, and you got Lipitor right there in the middle. You can go, get all
of your daily requirements to fulfill your health needs.
Yeah, it just sounds fun. Is all this food in one area, or is it spread out through?
It is dispersed throughout the venue. It's the same way that the actual really a typical Brewfest Partners event is designed to get people to move around. We don't use large tents where people want to congregate or get into and have trouble getting back out. We want people to have a tasting experience, and we feel to be able to do that, we want to create pods of activity. And the same thing with the food. We'd hate to get somebody all the way at one end of the grounds and go, oh, I got to go all the way to the other way to get food, or put food in the middle and have everybody diverging on one area. So we have different pods of activity. We have the entertainment area. We'll have breweries dispersed throughout the grounds. Then we have a cider cellar, which is at one end of the grounds. And then on the complete opposite south end of the zoo, we have Homebrew Island, which has become its own, what I call its own hippiedom. We have 16 different clubs throughout the Midwest that participate, and they bring their best brewers. There's some phenomenal beers there, and there's quite a few alumni that have opened up breweries over the years that were once Homebrew Island participants. So we're pretty proud of that.
That's very cool. Now, are these small samplings then when they go to get beer from place to place? Or
so it is an unlimited sampling arrangement. It is a 3-ounce sample. All attendees that are not a designated driver will receive a pint glass with a 3-ounce pour line. And we actually use a pint glass because for two reasons. Number one, we want people to reuse that glass throughout the course of the year and remember the event. And also we feel that using a heavier glass with a pour line actually helps slow down consumption. because if you're using a shot glass or a juice glass, you could pop that baby up pretty quick. If you try to do that with a pint glass, you're going to chip your teeth. So, that's the two purposes that we. I think that was two I gave you. I don't know who's counting.
Well, as a gentleman from the Orlando Brewery said last week, it was really funny doing a great interview. We always John Cheek, right?
Yes, John Cheek.
So we're doing a 9 a.m. interview, and he's sitting there, beautiful, pour, good head on it. He says, "Cheers," and I said, "Well, it's a little early in the morning." He says, "No." He says, "The saying is down here, you can't drink all day unless you start in the morning." So it's just he's a great.
There you go. I learned a new saying today.
Yeah, we did too. I mean, and we in our Florida Open for Business campaign has really been so exciting. We've got 5 other states right now that want us to come do the same thing, so we're trying to figure ways to do that. But we're really excited about our own home state. Because go ahead.
I was going to say, how many different states are there breweries that come to this event?
Rob asked me that question the other day, and I didn't go scurry to look at that. I think we have 100 breweries, and I could say probably 45 to 50 are from the state of Wisconsin. So half the breweries in Wisconsin are represented, and then the rest are from Illinois. Michigan's well represented. I think we have a few from Indiana, and then there's regional breweries, and national craft brands that are in this. And we continue to build. We have 13 cideries and 2 meaderies in an area. So, but they're from all over. I apologize for not having that data.
No, that's
okay.
That's why we're going to have you on frequently, because we talked. We're excited about having.
You're going to test me some more, are you?
Well, it's a test. We asked the basic questions. When we got into Florida, they were talking about IPAs all the time. And
here it's an Indian Pale Ale.
Yeah, every market's a little different for us that we're in. We have 2 events in Florida, and we anticipate adding a few more in 2019. And we've been down there for 4 years now with events, and it's interesting to compare states to states and where they are in the lineage of beer appreciation. And what styles, it's remarkable. It is pretty cool to watch Florida explode in a good
it
way.
is. Well, and again, their leader Sean Nordquist is such a great spokesperson for us. They became great friends, and but we did our feature, what we call our platform. We addressed, I think, about 50 of the national state organizations, winery, brewery, and distilleries, and on the Distillery channel, if I could talk. And but anyway, as we talked about briefly before you came on, you have a lot of other events in different states too that you're curating and bringing forward, aren't you?
Yeah, the Brewfest Partners was started. I started 16 years ago, and with the Great Lakes Brew Fest being the very first project, and this was never intended to be a full-time endeavor for me, but quickly started about 2009. We added 2 additional projects, and now we have 28 total. 28 large and small. It's not a very good picture of me.
Well, it sort of froze.
There we go, back live.
Have you been drinking a lot today, Kurt?
So we have 28 projects, large and small, and we're out in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. We're in New Jersey, Florida, Indiana, Illinois, and Wisconsin currently.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. Pennsylvania, if you talk to Rob, of course, Rob talks to all the different states, every weekend. We apologize for people having to talk to Rob. If you listen to our Links and Libations podcast last night, he does a Rob on the Road feature, Kurt. And you can learn.
Yeah, I'm going to try to get in some better territory here.
Oh, hey, you look a lot better there. Color's coming back. The surgery must be over, and the heart's working. There you go.
Came out of my cave.
You got to get your lighting people to work with you, a little bit.
Yeah, well, I like it dark. Is that a little better?
You only drink dark ales. I understand.
Here we go.
Yeah. There you go. It's a lot. There you go. He actually looks healthy now. That's awesome.
So, Kurt, where would you want to grow into other states? What other states would you like to grow into with this festival?
Well, I kind of look at this as we want to go where the opportunities are to be successful and obviously be profitable. So really, whatever makes sense, we'll evaluate and take a look at it. We don't have a goal as to X number of states or markets. It's become a pretty cluttered marketplace, and I think that you're seeing some festival fatigue.
Yeah.
You know, the events don't sell out like they used to, or don't sell out as quickly because craft beer is everywhere. You know, when I got into this business, craft beer was nowhere, and there was a lot of interest because it was new and different. And now it's not passe, but it's there's a lot of choices that people are making, both in terms of products and festivals, and so we're keenly aware of that.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate that because that's who we talk with. We know the larger states that are expanding so fast that it was incredible for us to do that. And but I still think there's, you know, what you're doing is going to be a lot of fun. Obviously, they sell out quickly, and you know, it's great for the state of Wisconsin. You're right, got to be right on the lake. You know, your
Got
festival.
pretty view.
Yeah, beautiful. And
Yeah.
but anyway, are there anything else that we missed covering today, Kurt, that you'd like
No,
to share with
I
us?
think the one thing that, you know, that I talked about with Rob is that, you know, that for, you know, we're in a niche business, and there's not a lot of guys out there like me in terms of doing this across the country. You know, I got into this as an entrepreneur, and I appreciated certainly craft beer. And so I've always been eager to work with other small business people and in my own way help them achieve their goals by promoting their products. And it's really symbiotic. And not all brewers see that, you know, not all brewers are the marketing guys. They're more culinary R&D,
Right.
science background guys, and don't maybe appreciate the marketing aspect. But, you know, we want to help by helping breweries build their brand, we're helping our brand, and vice versa, we believe.
Couldn't agree with you more. What how we got started in my family, it's pretty much marketing family, and been benefited by many years of being in that. And I've visited probably over 500 breweries, distilleries, wineries, either at events or actually on location, and found out exactly what you said. They don't have time for marketing. They don't have time for social media. They don't have time really connect. I mean, other than the basics. So what we decided to do was to try to provide them a good magazine opportunity through Links and Libations, because it's about golf, and golfers golf, then they sip. So it finds a place for them to go have a drink or two, or place to sleep or eat or whatever. And then help give them some, you know, social media content for Facebook or Twitter or whatever through these interviews that we do for them. So it helps a little bit, and the little guidance we give them, you know, it seems like it's working pretty
Sure.
well. So
Sure.
anyway, we appreciate you. This is Kurt Foreman, and your company is called what, Kurt?
Brewfest Partners, and you can find us at brewfestpartners.com.
Sounds perfect. And anyway, appreciate the time. Please work with us. Let us know what we can do. Send us a note, or Miss Kara or Rob, so that we can keep everything up to date what you're doing, because I know that what you're doing is vital to the people that want to take a sip or two, or the people that are providing that sip or two. So it's going to be fun. Can't wait. Well, I'm sure you're going to see us up there on the 15th. We'll track you down, and if we'll get together. So anyway, I'll look forward to meeting you on the 15th.
Sounds great. Appreciate your time as
All right.
well, and good luck on your project. Take care. Cheers.
Oh, it's a lot of fun. Yeah,
Cheers,
cheers. Talk to
Kurt.
you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.